Scarlet Witch, she doesn't channel powers. She is the fucking power.
She doesn't have to call on something.
Right.
Because so it's already
It's
there.
always channeled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just like direct fucking access.
Right.
She's direct Ethernet. Doctor Strange is connecting to the Wi-Fi.
Exactly.
I think that Doom to me aligns with the term anti-villain. His armor performs spells and shit. Like he's taken these magic and turned it into code almost.
Yeah.
And fused it into his suit to where he's running spells at real time. His suit is not creating energy. It's tapping into magic.
Right.
Strange is not gonna have that vast of a power, but his is gonna be more precise.
Correct.
He's not gonna fuck shit up. She's gonna go over the fucking top. Like, you ever play golf?
Yes.
Are you good at it?
No.
No, I don't think most people are, right? It's kind of like, can you hit the ball accurate and for power? The harder you hit the ball, less accurate it's gonna be.
Correct.
That's kind of like Wanda's. I can hit the ball a fucking mile, dude.
Sure.
It ain't gonna go straight. I don't know where it's gonna go.
It might go into the balls of the person that's right next to you.
Dude, it's gonna go a long way. But it's kind of like the preciseness of Strange's magic is not as powerful as Wanda's, but he's more precise. It's time to talk about magic. Magic is a power that a handful of characters in the comics have access to.
Sure.
And it can be used in many different ways. So that's what we're going to talk about today with these three characters specifically, Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom, and Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. I want to start with the Sorcerer Supreme because that's the recent connection with these three characters.
The way they use the magic or the type of magic they're using or both?
Both.
Okay.
We're going to get into both, Adrian. So buckle
Nice.
up. Yes. Yes, it's one of our deep dive. We haven't had a deep dive in a long time, Adrian, but this is a deep dive. So the Sorcerer Supreme. Sorcerer Supreme is basically the guy whose job is to keep the reality from falling apart in a nutshell.
Sure.
He's that, like a magical version of, the U.S. president, Adrian,
Oh my God, it's funny because I'm thinking about Strange, and Strange would be Trump.
There you go.
In the magic world, because he don't give a fuck about nothing, right?
No.
So he ain't trying to keep shit together.
Right. Absolutely. But in a nutshell, my point, like that level of at the top of the hierarchy, right? They're chosen, or sometimes I guess cursed, depending on how you look at it, by the Vishanti.
Sure.
Now, I've learned a lot doing this deep dive because these are things we've heard in these Doctor Strange movies, the Book of Vishanti and all that shit. But I'm like, I don't know what the fuck he's saying. He's just saying magic words, But the Vishanti, think of it as like cosmic beings that are, they're like the HR department for magic. To keep the order.
Would they be like the Nova Corps?
Kind of above them though.
Okay.
Yeah, like they're the ones, they're not gonna get in your shit until you're fucking shit up. So they're like HR, dude, like they get in your shit when you're fucking shit up, and when you need them, they're not around. But so there's three individuals: Agamotto, like the Eye of Agamotto, Oshtur, Oshtur, and Hoggith. Okay. Agamotto was the first Sorcerer Supreme. He's the one who forged the Eye of Agamotto. Oh, Mogo. I'm saying it all fucking wrong. Agamotto. And he wrote the Book of the Vishanti, which is like a cheat code, I guess, manual for defensive magic. Okay. Oshtur, he's the creative one, or she is. She represents wisdom, light, structure. And Hoggoth is the raw muscle. When Strange shouts out, Hoary Host. So he's literally name dropping his kind of, I guess, celestial sponsor, if you will. Here's the catch, though. Invoking them in these magic and these powers, it's like taking a loan. You're borrowing their power. We talked about this in some of your hidden gems, like where or even the Flash in a way. It's not magic, but he's accessing something.
Sure.
He's a conduit, right? That's his power. It's not that he's that fast. He can use his force to be that fast. And that's kind of how the magic works with some of these individuals.
And before you guys go all ballistic, I'm not saying that's the case with Flash, but it appears to be like that.
Right.
And like Superman, because there are things that they can do that doesn't make sense. So they have to have access to something else.
Right. So you're borrowing their power essentially a lot of times as a Sorcerer Supreme, and then you owe them a favor. And these motherfuckers always collect. They're
Absolutely.
like, it's magic's like bookkeeping. Every spell is a transaction.
Are you saying they're all devils, and once you borrow, you have to repay
but they're
over and
gods.
over and over and over again?
But they call them gods, though.
Okay.
And the Sorcerer Supreme's job is to, I guess, balance those accounts. He maintains the wards that protect the earth. You know, you got Karmatage, you got all of these other, you know, magicians under his rule, his or her. He negotiates with Hell Lords. He stops people like Dormammu. It's a big fucking job, dude.
Right.
Now, how the magic works. So there's Marvel's magic runs on 3 tiers. The first tier is personal energy. Use your own stamina, psychic willpower. This is great for like small tricks, but in a long fight, you're gonna fucking run out of your personal energy. Then you got ambient energy. That's the background radiation of the universe. It's safer. Think of like solar panels for sorcery.
Sure.
It's there, you can access it. Then you have dimensional energy. This is the borrowed stuff. You're calling on different entities, the Vishanti. You channel their energy, you know, through whatever dimensions. That's the biggest, most powerful one, but also probably the dangerous. It's funny how that happens in comics, right? How most powerful is probably the dangerous.
So the sun's energy is not good enough. You got to go to some unknown pocket dimension.
Right, from a whole nother fuck, yeah, fuck the sun. No, we need something more. We need something more. So when you become the Sorcerer Supreme, you also have access to additional spells and knowledge that a regular sorcerer doesn't have access to.
Sure.
You know, your key responsibilities, you maintain planetary wards, barriers, dimensional locks, all that good shit. You got to handle incursions, interdimensional diplomacy. So there's a lot that fucking rides on this job, which is why there's certain individuals that are chosen. And in the MCU and in the comics, Doctor Strange was one of them. So let's talk more about, hold on. All right, let's talk about Strange. He is a neurosurgeon. He lost functionality with his hands, and then he learned that the control isn't just physical, it's spiritual. So he actually he controls his hands now through magic.
Right.
He didn't actually fix what happened to his hands. He's channeling magic to control his hands.
But didn't he ultimately fix that or no?
I don't think so. I think he's
like, fuck it. I'm good with the magic.
I got the spell.
Manipulation. Okay.
Maybe he mastered the spell to where, you know, it's not going to fuck up. But it's just like a small thing. It's kind of like the Flash thing. He's not that fast. He's channeling Flash Force. He didn't cure his hands because remember they were shaking. And he just used a spell. Like it's nothing but spiritual. He's fucking, you know, abracadabra, bam, and hands are fixed.
Right.
So
it's like that aspirin Motrin thing. One.
There you go.
Solves the problem. One makes you
hides it.
think that you solved the problem.
But he does treat magic like medicine, like diagnose, operate, close. Like every spell's a procedure for him. Interesting. He doesn't create any energy. He channels it. He's always asking for permission from these higher beings. By the crimson bands of Citrak, by the winds of Watum. It's not just saying that shit because he thinks it sounds cool. He's channeling their magic when he says that. His strength, he's precise. His weakness, his fucking ego.
Right.
His ego can be his weakness a lot of times. And he's one of the ultimate protectors, though, probably one of the top Sorcerer Supremes. You know, Doctor Strange, he's that fucking dude, bro.
Right.
And I think he's a character that they've done a really good job with in the MCU. Benedict Cumberbatch, amazing portrayal of Strange. But they've done a good job of capturing his strengths and weaknesses.
Sure.
Like he has an ego, but he can back up why he has an ego.
Sure.
Dude was one of the best surgeons in the world.
Right.
So in order to be one of the best, so you got to be one of the best decision makers. You got to be one of the smartest people. And I don't know if you view him as a member of the Avengers. I guess you would. But he played that role of a leader on the battlefield, but also letting the real lead, you know, Cap and them do those things. But he knew when it was time to step up and go, y'all stop doing that shit.
Right.
like when he saw all the probable outcomes and knew the answer and almost directed Tony in Endgame. Like, it's a big decision to be made.
Sure.
So, Doctor Strange, were you a fan of him in the comics before the MCU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been interested in that stuff.
Scarlet Witch, our queen, Adrian. Should be queen of only comics, no? I'm glazing, I know. She is the chaos magic. This is a fucking shit show here.
Right.
So she's the opposite. She doesn't channel powers. She is the fucking power. Her magic, chaos magic, comes from I'm gonna fucking fuck this up here. Chton, the Chthon. Chthon?
Shit on?
Chthon?
What is it? CHTHON. CHTHON.
Chthon.
Sounds good.
Chthon. An elder god who carved his name into her soul before she could walk. That's fucking intense. So her power is actually older than the Vishanti, older than the order itself.
So theoretically, that means that she does channel, but she doesn't have to. So it's like, so her body, her soul is the conduit to this thing that she takes with her everywhere she goes. She doesn't have to call on something.
Right.
Because so it's already
It's
there.
always channeled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just like direct fucking access.
Right. So she doesn't, so she's not the source of the power because like you said on the first level, she would eventually run out.
Yeah.
So she taps into, but she's a direct tap.
So she's direct Ethernet. Doctor Strange is connecting to the Wi-Fi.
Exactly.
Which is why hers is more powerful.
Right.
You get right in there, Adrian.
There you
direct contact. But her power is older than the Vishanti because it's come from this elder god. She don't follow the rules. Chaos magic doesn't have any fucking rules.
Well, the assumption is that if the magic came from a source before this order, right, that entity wouldn't have needed order,
right?
Which is why there's chaos, right? So I don't need order if I'm the only fucking person in existence, or I'm at the top of the food chain of everything that exists.
Right.
I don't need to have order. I could be God.
Yep.
Right. I can make whatever rule I want.
I mean, her powers make her almost a god.
Yeah.
And the fucked up part is her spells run on emotion.
Yeah, that's the fuck.
You know, like, of course, right?
Of course, that's a limitation. Like Jean Grey, you know, one of the more powerful entities in the universe.
Yep.
And, you know, she has a breakdown and then everything goes to shit.
Yeah. It's like when Wanda's calm, she's like a guardian angel, dude.
Right.
Keeps everything in order. When she's fucked up, everything else is fucked up.
Yep.
You know, she also... This is something where I would love you to chime in a little bit. Give me my Adrian explanation to this. So she rewrites probability. And if she pushes hard enough, she rewrites reality. What the her chaos magic, she can rewrite probability. Is that just anything that could potentially happen?
Exactly. It's like I'm sitting here and I have a couple of ways out of this room. I could walk through the door, or I can crawl through the fucking ceiling.
Yeah.
I can knock a hole through the wall. You know, I can blow the window out.
Right.
So now, what am I going to do once I decide to get out? These are all probable.
Yeah.
Now, reality is, I get up and I actually walk out the door.
Yeah.
You know, so what has happened is the reality. What could happen is the probability. And so she can reshape the probability. So I might have the door, the ceiling, the glass, the wall.
Yeah.
She could say, well, let's create a fucking wormhole.
Right.
Let's get rid of the room.
Yep.
Let's get rid of the building. You know, so she can change what could happen, which could then change what will happen.
Yeah, I think that's the key. It's not she's changing your outcome within your reality. She's changing what's possible.
Correct.
That's a whole nother level. Like, to your point, you have a few ways out. She can make a fucking trap door right underneath your seat and you're out.
Exactly.
She could turn you into spaghetti and you slide under the door. Like, there's nothing off limits.
Literally.
And then if she pushes hard enough, she rewrites the entire reality.
Yep.
To where now what you remember about your life can be different.
Well, no, it's two different things. So remember, so she can change probability, then she can change reality. So changing probability by default changes the reality. But she can change the probability and she can change the fucking reality. Oh my God, we're fucking goosebumps.
Damn, dude. We're on it today,
some crazy shit.
Yep.
What?
So remember House of M, Adrian?
Yep.
This is part of the first piece of this Marvel bundle, Marvel fucking story time, whatever fuck it. The read a comic. It's about the read a comic. 3 words, no more mutants, which I know there's not everybody who watches us has read this yet, and those of you that are going to do the read with us will. But she erases an entire genetic population. That's more than a spell, dude. That's God work.
Right.
Like there was no new mutants born for a long fucking time. Right. Because of her.
So what was the glitch? Right? Because every mutant didn't lose their powers.
Correct. Yep.
Right. So there was a glitch somewhere. Now, when you say no more, that means no more ever.
Right.
So you got 2 glitches.
Yes.
One, 100% erasure didn't happen.
Nope.
And then 100% never didn't happen.
Correct.
So a couple of glitches in there.
Oh, yeah. And I think hence the chaos, right?
Hence
it's
the chaos.
Not like Strange,
Probability.
Strange is not going to have that vast of a power, but his is going to be more precise.
Correct.
He's not going to fuck shit up. She's going to go over the fucking top. Like, you ever play golf?
Yes.
Are you good at it?
No.
No. I don't think most people are, right? But it's kind of like, can you hit the ball accurate and for power? The harder you hit the ball, less accurate it's going to be.
Correct.
That's kind of like Wanda's. It's bigger.
Not necessarily.
If you're not good.
If you're not good.
I'm thinking of my own game.
I can hit the ball.
Yeah.
It's not, it might be accurate. It might be powerful.
Yeah.
It might not be accurate. It might not be powerful. it could be both.
Yes.
Or it could be neither one of them.
So it's kind of like my golf game is more chaos, okay? So if you're a good golfer, you can hit the ball for power when you need to, precision, all that good stuff. Mine, there's no accuracy, but I can hit the ball a fucking mile, dude.
Sure.
It ain't gonna go straight. I don't know where it's gonna go.
It might go into the balls of the person that's right next to me.
Dude, it's gonna go a long way. But it's kind of like the preciseness of Strange's magic is not as powerful as Wanda's, but he's more precise.
I think that Wanda can be precise.
Yeah.
And I think that she is more powerful.
Oh,
because the magic is older and more vast and it has fewer rules.
Right.
I think she also has access to more knowledge than Strange.
Yeah.
Right. Whether she thinks about it or not. And she doesn't have to remember incantations. She just do.
Right.
So I think she can be powerful and precise, but the chaos really kicks in when she's off her fucking rocker.
True. Yeah, that's a good point. And then I think the higher she goes on that scale, the more there is a chance for some of these glitches.
Sure.
Right? Because no more mutants, that's an extreme, it's a traumatic response. Like she's fucking snapping. And that's a level of power that like is above anything we've probably seen up to that point. But because it's so vast, so, trauma-based, you're going to have these little glitches in there. Right. Which is at least how I view it.
I give you an example, right? When Strange helped Peter when he made everybody forget who he was, right? So he had a strategic and a probable outcome.
Right.
So the strategy was, we're going to make everybody forget who you were, right? Which he succeeded. But I don't think they fully understood the outcome of what would happen when everybody forgot Peter.
Right.
Wanda can make everybody forget Peter. And now that they're looking at the result of what happened, she can change that too if she wants to.
Yeah.
Right? So that makes her far more powerful than Strange. Because once Strange releases something, he can't do anything about it. Unless he then do something, he can do something else, but she could like literally change the outcome of what had happened before.
So all I'm saying, Marvel, I know y'all are watching. They gotta be. Wanda better be in these 2 motherfucking movies.
Right.
There's a lot of characters like we talked about earlier, Jean Grey, Storm, they're in, they're not. There's so many in. If Wanda's not in these 2 movies, we have a fucking problem, dude.
Dude, we should have probably talked about Doom first and saved Wanda for
yeah, right. Well. But I don't know, dude. You say that, but we're almost on Doom. She's unpredictable. I think that's probably one of her biggest weaknesses, right? Like, and she's all over the place, dude. She could be saving the world in the morning and then fucking erase it by lunchtime.
Right.
Like, because something fucking just rubbed her the wrong way. Like, that's why when a lot of people were pushing back about Doctor Strange too, like, you know, she just had this same story in WandaVision. Why is she losing her shit here? It doesn't make sense. If you've ever read a comic with WandaVision, it does make perfect sense. She's all over the fucking place.
Yep.
That is her weakness. If not, she'd be unstoppable.
Absolutely.
If her power set and her access to this magic and that chaos magic, if she wasn't emotionally unstable, you would have to nerf her.
She would be God Emperor Doom.
Absolutely.
Or above.
Yeah.
Right? Because she has the power and she has the strategy. Think about that.
Yeah. So I think it makes perfect sense that what happened in WandaVision and her next step was like, fuck it, I'm going through the multiverse and I'm going to find my fucking kids.
Yeah.
You know? Tell you what, she loves her family.
Yeah.
Give her that, you know? It's like, fuck everybody else's families. She's definitely not, fighting for the cause. She ain't leading no protest, dude. She'd fucking wipe everybody out.
Most people would.
Yeah.
I think there would probably be, if people really had powers like that, there would probably be 2 people on the planet.
Yeah.
Because think about it, dude. How many times do you think about wiping something out because it pissed you off, dude?
Fucking every day. On my way here, fucking people driving like, every fucking day, dude. But she scares the Vishanti because she's unpredictable.
Sigh. And so why would anyone be afraid of somebody else? Because they think they're a threat.
Yeah.
Which means that they have a power, they have a potential to do something that supersedes or exceeds your capability. Right?
Yep.
So many people are afraid of the police because the police has a power that a regular citizen does not. The police should fear the National Guard because the National Guard is that in between a full military force and a police force, right? And then you got the military. Military just fucking runs over everybody. So you can't say that the army and your local police is at the same level. And so the Vishanti is kind of looking at this the same way.
Right.
We're the local police force. We got this old, we don't even know how old this magic is. So yeah, they're afraid.
So, speaking of being afraid, Victor Von Doom, the Latvian monarch, he's a super genius.
Yep.
His mother's soul's trapped in hell. She made a deal with the devil, Adrian. He learned sorcery to solve his own personal grief, and then I guess science to solve everything else, pretty much.
Sure.
I mean, he's like, he almost like takes some Wanda, takes some Strange, and takes some Reed and roll them all into one.
Yep.
And a little bit of Tony Stark.
Yeah.
You got Doom.
Yep.
Is that fair? Like, he's of a mixture of all. He's an egomaniac, right? Yep. He is a fucking genius.
So the egomaniac, that's Strange.
Yep.
The genius, Tony.
And Reed.
And Reed.
And the egomaniac, Tony, too.
Yeah,
and fucking Reed.
And Reed.
Shit. He's a tech guy, too.
Yeah.
Like, his armor, again, we touched on this earlier. It's not just for looks and for, blocking him from being cut with a fucking sword.
Right.
His armor performs spells and shit. Like, he's taken these magic and turned it into code almost.
Yeah.
And fused it into his suit to where he's running spells at real time. His suit is not creating energy. It's tapping into magic.
Right.
But instead of him saying, by the fucking whatever, by Odin's beard or whatever the fucking, I love that one. By Odin's beard. Like, what are you, channeling Odin's beard? Imagine that. By Adrian's beard. I'm just saying that here.
Hey.
But his suit does that for him. Real time. Techno-sorcery, they call it.
So this is such a hidden gem that I don't even want to do my hidden gem. But the hidden gem that I was gonna do, maybe I will.
Just don't spoil it.
Has something like that where there's a symbiosis between the person and what the person is wearing.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you're right. It's like you don't have to, fucking do the havoc wiggle and do all this other, all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Doom shit is just like, it's almost like his magic is like an AI working in tandem with him.
Right.
To help him, to guide him, to, protect him, basically.
Yeah. His armor channels the dimensional energy.
Yes.
He doesn't have to. But I think through him thinking like whatever, but he doesn't have to, do all the Doctor Strange shit and by the eyes of Vishanti and
but
he just fucking
by
like
the time you said that on a
he's blasted your ass. It almost has an Iron Man level of, I guess, latency. Like Iron Man just fucking pulls this thing up and shoots you.
Right.
He's not going by the power of my arc reactor. He just fucking pop, bitch, fuck you. But that's kind of how Doom wields the magic.
Yeah.
But it's because of the prep, though. That's where the genius stuff. In Doom, I mean, he ain't Batman level, but he's a prep guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's prepared for the fight before it fucking happens.
Well, you got to think with all of his responsibilities. There's a name for a person, a real name for a person that they have mastery of several disciplines that puts them at this extraordinarily intelligent level. Right. I got to look that up. But Doom, Reed, Tony Stark, they are these types of people.
Yeah.
Reed before Valeria, Reed was like, I mean, Doom is super genius. Tony is super genius in their own way, but Reed is like, his mind is a mind that comes around like every 100, 200, 500 years or some shit like that.
Yeah, dude, he's top fucking tier.
Right. But Doom, he might not be as smart as Reed, like on the things that he does, but he knows so much about so much shit.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that he's a master chef, he's a master tactician, he's a master combatant. I mean, all of this shit.
I think one of the biggest differences between him and Reed, and this is where he connects more with Tony Stark, is Reed may know more, but Doom has the balls to do more. Like, Reed knows a lot of shit, and I think he knows more than what he does, but I feel like Doom's got the balls to fucking put it in motion. Because Reed's smarter than Doom.
I disagree with that. Reed does it in a different way, though.
Okay.
Doom's thing is he's a voracious consumer of tech and magic.
Okay.
He's like that Komodo dragon. He never stops wanting to fucking eat, right? And he does that by he gets what he wants by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Like, he'll attack Galactus because he wants his power, right? Reed, he won't attack Galactus, but he'll try to figure out a way to stop Galactus if Galactus is trying to harm the planet or something.
Okay.
He's not going to go and attack Galactus to steal his power. Fucking Doom will attacks the Silver Surfer to steal his power. So he wants this power because he is a constant consumer of ever increasing power. So you see his actions more than you see Reed. Reed is popping. He's creating all this shit.
Yeah,
he pops around the multiverses
in
and all
different
this
ways.
It's just a different way of doing it, right?
Yep. Doom is not afraid to use his stuff to make himself more powerful.
Correct.
Reed, I think, is using it more for, at least in his eyes, humanity.
Right.
Right. Like, I mean, part of in which I can't wait till we get to. I'm excited about this reading guide because I've read a lot of this stuff, but it's been like toe dipping. You zooming through it just to. But there's a part of the Fantastic Four run where Doom gets obsessed with this solve everything idea. He's trying to, as much as he knows, he's trying to prevent every potential negative outcome for him, his family, the people around him. But he gets obsessed with that, solving everything. And that's where he is using, power and knowledge to an insane level, traveling through the multiverse.
Wait, who is this?
Reed.
Okay.
The bridge.
Because I'm like,
it could be any of these motherfuckers,
right?
yeah. But he's going, trying to find the answer to every potential problem here, which is where we get on this path of incursions, and he's trying to prevent them and the whole fucking thing. But I feel like Doom is more I'm going to use it for me and my people. His people just being people in Latveria.
Correct.
He's trying to save the whole fucking universe.
But it does extend to the planet if the planet is being attacked in some kind of way. And it will extend to the universe.
Yep.
So he's always looking at what's the farthest this threat is going to affect, what I'm doing. And he meets that challenge.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, he's looking for things that potentially could help with a threat that doesn't even exist yet.
Sure.
So he's attacking Galactus and Silver Surfer because he wants that power, because maybe one day I'll need it to protect the univerce.
Right.
Just because I want it.
But it sounds a lot like Batman in a way. Like, with the Justice League, where I'm going to learn how to fucking take out every member of the Justice League, just in case. Just in case I need it,
Just in case.
His willpower is at an insane level. I mean, I think it's hard for these like gods and entities to tempt him because he already worships himself. He ain't worshiping these motherfuckers. He worships himself.
Right. He is looking at them out of the corner of his eye to figure out, do you have something I want?
Exactly.
And how can I get it if I do?
It's not like where Strange is channeling the energy. Doom's more like, how can I do what that person's doing?
Exactly.
How can I steal it from them, recreate it?
Right.
I ain't trying to channel their shit. I don't want to fucking owe them anything.
You know who's like that? But on the other side of the fence, Luthor.
Okay.
He hates Superman because he's a god flying around in a fucking cape, but he wants that power. Luthor is literally looking at everything. That's why he has all these companies.
Yeah.
And these strategic groups, because he's constantly looking for power.
Yeah, dude, fucking Dr. Doom. I mean, the more we talk about each of these, I'm like, these are some amazing fucking deep characters, too.
Right.
I mean, like, his armor's basically a fucking supercomputer with magic.
Yep.
It can run enchantments in real time. We've not seen anything like this in the MCU yet.
Right.
The closest was Ironheart with her suit.
Right. Well, the AI, right?
Yeah.
So imagine, right? So you got the tech. You know the magic. They're two separate things.
Right.
Now you have the wherewithal to bring these things together. Not only bring them together, but kind of automate them.
Yeah.
Right? So you have your tech running your magic and your magic running your tech. All of it to protect you without your necessary intervention. Because one of the things that when he first came out was Doom's armor can withstand a direct nuclear hit.
Right.
Right. But he does that through force fields. Well, he's not like Magneto with the everlasting condom, right?
Right.
So his force field comes up instantaneously at the threat. So his armor reacts to whatever threat that there is. And so now you add magic to that. It's predictive.
Right.
So, I mean, that's just got all kinds of
craziness, dude. Crazy. Two comic lines that really show who Doom is. There's one, I've not read this one yet. It's called it's Triumph and Torment. He teams with Doctor Strange. He raids hell literally to rescue his mother's soul. So the point there is you just see that Doom's not just an evil guy. He's evil depending on what side of the fucking coin you're on.
Right.
Right. Like, to say he's a villain, is that a stretch? Or I
wouldn't call him a villain. I think he does villainous stuff.
Yeah.
But we all do.
Right.
To me, Doom is like he's a force of nature. He's benign. He's like, I mean, you can think about money. It's like, I'm not going to take this money because it came from a drug dealer. Fuck that.
Right.
It's what you do with it. The money doesn't care where it ends up, right?
Yeah.
Or like think of a beast. Like I always use the Komodo dragon.
Yep.
One of the most useless animals on the planet, but it exists. It does two things. It hunts and it eats. That's it.
Right.
So Doom is one of those just benign forces of nature, and whatever he turns his attention to will get the full brunt of his attention.
Right.
So I don't consider him a villain at all. The Hobgoblin is a villain.
Exactly.
The Rhino is a villain.
Yep.
Fucking Penguin is a villain. Doom is just that thing that moves through space and things happen when he goes.
Here's how I would categorize it. So we were familiar with the term anti-hero.
Yes.
Deadpool, anti-hero.
Sure.
Which really means like it's the character lacks traditional heroic qualities, like integrity, things like that. But they are usually doing things that kind of line up with the greater good. They just have, I guess, some suspect ways about going about this, right? Like Punisher's an anti-hero.
Right.
He's gonna fucking kill 30 people to get peace. It's like the Peacemaker type shit.
Sure.
I think that Doom to me aligns with the term anti-villain. Okay, so AI tells me anti-villain is a character who functions as an antagonist but has noble or sympathetic motivations using questionable or immoral methods to achieve their goals. Not a traditional villain who's like pure evil. Their intentions are a lot of times understood or maybe even labeled as righteous by other people. To me, Doom falls in that anti-villain.